Hi, this is Darman. Welcome to another Minecraft Let's Play video. In this video series, I'm showing you how to build Stampy's house. And in the last video, we finished up the inside of Squid's house. Squid's room, whatever it is. Oh, you know what? I didn't put a door here. Give me that door. I knew there was something I forgot. I just wanted to give you a quick update. Here's, if you put a door on the outside, that's what you need there. I can't remember if I put this bed here last time or not, but there's a bed out here now. Speaking of correction, I need to extend this pattern of the kitchen floor out a little bit farther than it currently is. If I can just get my hands on the actual materials that I need. And where's the wool, white wool? Here we go. And right there, that's good. Yeah, this should be extended out here like that, just kind of extending that pattern out there. And in the last video I mentioned that I wasn't sure if this was the right picture, and in fact actually it is the right picture, but I did miss putting up this picture. For some reason that one was missing in my model as well. I wish I knew the names of these, otherwise I'd tell you what they're called, but it's the square one that looks like that. Okay, so that just goes right above the blue carpet there. Everything else is not changed. My friend Evan, who's been working on this tirelessly with me, he's building it on PS3 or PS4. I'm not sure actually. I think PS3. He says that he actually built a trap door, a secret door here, so Squid could escape, which sounds like a lot of fun. Maybe I'll do that at some point. Okay, well, in this video, I'm going to hop up on this bed and splash in some water. Now, well, we're going to do something really super exciting. We're going to build some ground. All right. Maybe that's not really that exciting, but we're going for authenticity here, people. We want to feel like we're at Stampy's house, and the only way to do that is to be as complete as possible. And so we're going to kind of build up this whole area right over here up till probably about this point and try to make it as Stampy-like as possible. Now, I've watched his videos many times, and things change here and there, so there may be blocks one or two here that don't look perfect, but we're going to go for an overall effect of Stampy's Lovely World in this section here. Mostly we wanted to cover up the Squid's house, but we're also going to cover up this. We're going to have a nice spot for Minz's house once we kind of get to that sort of scenario. And we're going to work on this path and kind of covering up this mess over here. I don't think we're going to get to anything over here yet, but at least we'll have this part done. And as you can see, this is just a mess. I've been busy blowing up this hill over here because I'm going to have to, this has to go. Because if I'm going to build more of Stampy's kingdom over here, I'm going to have to knock all this flat, put water in, and eventually like a lighthouse and bridges and whatnot. And anyway, so right now I've kind of got this dry area. I'm being holding it back by this very expensive barrier made of gold and glowstone, and that'll eventually be, we can take that out by the end of the video, and just so that we can have a nice approximation of what Stampy's Lovely World looks in this little tiny corner of it. Okay, so I have down in front of me a little diagram that you cannot see that is going to help me do this. And so if you hear me crinkling paper a lot, like I'm going like, that's why I'm looking at my piece of paper and I'm desperate to keep it in front of me so I can get this as correct as possible. So we're going to start over here at Squid's house, and you can see I'm not really sure what yours looks like at this point. It may have a little more grass up here higher or whatnot, so adapt your needs to what I'm going to tell you. But more than likely you probably have something like this going on over here. I'm not sure what to tell you, but I would say, I would say dig this out. If you've got stuff all over in here still, I would just dig it out so it kind of looks like this, just because it might be easier to build it rather than try to fix what you've got there right now. You like me, you've probably kind of approximated like, well, I've just kind of thrown some wood down here and some grass and just kind of want to start making it look like Stampy's Lovely World. But so let's get started on this. We're going to go way over here. We're going to leave this here stays exposed, and eventually you can dig all this out and make this deeper. But for now, this is going to be right at at sea level here. Okay, so we're going to start by putting down some blocks here. I'm just going to put grass blocks. To be clear, I'm going to be putting 5 down. 2, 3, 4, 5. And lo and behold, that covers up that area down there, which, I don't know. It can't be a coincidence. But you'll see that a lot of the, I don't want to call it landscaping, a terrain building, terraforming. We are terraforming. Anyway, it's going to go right around the structure, and you'll see that happen. You'll see, oh, that's why this structure is the way it is. That's why this land is the way it is. You know, before I do anything though, I'm gonna I just want to kind of finish off this wall of dirt here. It will help as we build. I don't want to cover up this water, but I do want to get some right above there, and that's good, just like that. And that's fine. We can just leave that there. This is actually the part of the water room down there. This is all the rest of the water room over here, as you can see. Whoops, there it is. And you can see we've got water down there. Oh, look, straight straight into Squid's bedroom. Very, very private. Okay, so anyway, I put down this one strip of 5, and then I'm going to put, let me go back to the grass block here. It's going to be, we're going to come out 6 this time, so it's just going to come out one farther. And then I'm going to take this all the way across in front of this area here. Well, actually, not quite all the way across. Actually, you want to get rid of these blocks. And it's going to cause this little... Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say it's going to cause a mess, but actually, I guess it's doing okay. If I did it properly. If I did this, which is putting an extra water block there, it's going to kind of spill out. But that's okay, because it's going to be open, because we're going to have sugarcane here, so we want to make sure we have water around that area. Anyway, so we're going to leave that there. We are going to have, let's see here, what do I want to do? I want to do this part over here. Okay, well, let's just start here. Right here, we're going to put one grass block, and then we're going to put one right over that little hole there. Okay, I'm going to try to make this as least confusing as possible. I realize this is probably asking too much. Okay, so we want to have this come over 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now that leaves this, and this should come all the way back here. Now that leaves this exposed, but so we do need to kind of chalk about the corner of this room, at least these 3 blocks of it. Fill that in. You could go, I think you could go all the way back. I think it starts opening up the room though. I think I found that out when I was practicing this video. Believe it or not, I practiced this mess, and even though it looks horrible. Okay, so we've got this going back here. And we want to put a block of 4 right there next to it. So there's going to be a ledge here. There should be 3 here wide. So this is a 3x3 block here. And then, that one just goes across, looking like this. Now we can actually fill this in. This is the part that's going to be exposed when we're done. So I'm actually just going to fill this in, because otherwise we're not going to have anything to build the rest of it on. So we're going to go back here. And right here, let's see, I'm going to do it with dirt. So I'm going to, yeah. I'm going to build a wall that's 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. And that's starting like right on this row. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to build it up 4 total. So it's 2, 3, and then the last, I'm just going to make grass. That's 4. So it's 4 wide and 4 high. All right, stick with me, people. I know this is tedious, and you can probably just kind of fill in however you want, and that's up to you. But here I am going to teach you as best as possible how to make it as authentic as possible. So then these two need to go up in the middle, and just not going to go quite as high. It's going to be down one block. So those two are going to go up, and over here, same thing. 1, 2, 3, and that's kind of even with this guy right here. Okay. Speaking of which, right here we're going to go out 2 more and put 2 grass blocks on top of that. So this whole long straightaway goes all the way nice and straight until right at this point where it comes out and bumps out for 2 blocks right there. Okay. Now here we just have to, we can finish this off. Oops, excuse me. Bear with me here. This goes out 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3, and so this should be even with this whole edge here. Then we're going to go back 1 and fill it in to there, and back over here and back again, kind of making a little, a little diagonal there, and leaving this spot here empty. This is insane, right? Why am I making this so difficult? But that's good, actually. That's really good. This is, I've looked at a lot of videos, and this is how it looks, at least nowadays. Right? Okay. All right, so that takes care of that part. Now, hold on, wait a minute. Oh, no, okay. Oh, here I go again. Okay, this has to be up. This has to be up 1. Is that right? This, okay. Well, this just has to come up 1. That's not too bad. Even though those are grass blocks I'm putting on, that grass will eventually, dissolve, and it'll just turn into, regular. Okay. Okay, and the reason I have to do that, see, that one just did it already, is that I have to start building this way. I'm going to go, well, actually, let's pretend I didn't do that. Let's just go back over here. I'm just going to build across, starting right here, covering up the dirt. This is all going to get covered up anyway, but I'm just going to go all the way across to make this as simple as possible. Back and forth, 3 rows. And actually 4, 1, 2, 3, actually 4th row across, which is going to bring us right to the edge of that. Yep. And now this is actually in the way now. This has to be a grass block here, and you'll see you're kind of exposing this glass here. And since that's exposed, we don't want this wood here. We're going to put a piece of dirt right here, and that will cause it to look like this from the inside. You'll see a little of the dirt, but this is how it is. I've seen that, and that's actually is how it is in this house. So we're going to have, I keep wanting to call it rice. We're going to put sugarcane right along here, which is why we had to stick that water in there. So let's see here. All right, so the sugarcane is going to be all the way around here, and I'm going to need to change this out into grass, right? Oh, wait. Bear with me here for a second. I'm getting a little disoriented on my this and okay, so actually it should go up like this. Right. So it should be too high there. It should be the wood, which is the, from the top of the doorway here. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned This should be wood down here, you know, below this first block. There should be wood on both sides. That is oak, of course, for that area. And so that's going to go there. And so this is going to go all the way across now. Well, I got to cover that up first, I guess. Okay, so here we go. Whew. Okay, boring. I know. And it's probably very confusing to watch because it's really kind of hard to explain. But you just want to try to approximate this as best you can, and you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's your world. It's not really Stampy's world. We're here building the house. This is just sort of an add-on to give it some authenticity. I use that word a lot, but okay. So now we want to put a row. We want to build this area up over here, but the thing is, in order to have the sugarcane here, there has to be water right next to it. So we're going to dig this out first, and I'm going to put this water down. Just put a few blocks of water in here to get out the streams. Okay, and then now I'm going to actually cover it up, and just being careful not to, you know, cover up the actual, or not to misplace some of the water with that grass block. Okay, so with that, we're going to go over 5 total. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 5 is going to be exposed. We'll just cover all this up real quick here. And we don't want to go any farther than this, because this is going to be the edge of this part of the landscape here. So just leave that right even with this right there. Should be 1 block higher though. Now, okay, so this one we were talking about having this be 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then right here it's going to come back. This should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So this is 6 by 5. So I'm just going to fill this in. Now right here I'm going to give you a marking point for something we're going to do in a later video, which is Mittens' house. Mittens' house, the ladder is going to go right here in the middle of this, but 1 block away from this edge. So it's going to go right there. The ladder's going to go there. There's going to be a space, and then the tree is 4 chunks wide. 4 what do you call them? 4 blocks wide, and it's going to go, you know, up obviously, but that's where that's going to go. Originally, when he built it, the 4 chunks were here, and then at some point between the first video and the second video, he moved it, and he didn't mention that really. So even on my Stampy world, where I have my version of all this, I never moved it, so it's actually in the wrong spot. So we're going to leave that there just as a placeholder for a future video. So you can leave that there. There should be 1 row in between here, and there should be 2 on this side, and 1 in between that, what will be like the ladder and the tree itself. Okay, so back over to here. See where this path is? This this wooden path here. There should be. We're going to continue this level of grass. We're going to continue it out all the way to. Let's see, it's going to be 10. So we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and there should be 2 left right here, and that's good. And we're going to go over 1, 2. Well, let's call it 3. Should be 4 total, and then we're going to come up here. 2, 3. Well, let's just put 1 in there. Let's just fill all this in. It's like filling, like kind of making it, drawing the edge of the area and then filling it in, I guess is what I'm trying to go for. I don't know. There's different ways I can explain it, but none of them are easy. Or exciting, for the love of Pete. Okay, we're starting to get somewhere. Hey, you know what? Wait, where is that stuff now? Sugarcane, where are you? There you are. Put that here. Since we did this area, we can, well, let's finish. We're going to have to put a little more water here probably for this to really work. So I'm just going to fill this, put this water right along this edge because that's fine at this point. Right there. We already have the water in there, so we should be able to plant our sugarcane here. And it's going to be 3 high. Yep. Okay. If there wasn't water there, it wouldn't even let you put the block of sugarcane down. So it's 3 high there. And we want to put it here, 3. And bring it all the way in here. Now you'll see this is not symmetrical. And this is how he has it in his Stampy's world. It is not, you know, it doesn't both stop here. This one kind of continues 2 blocks farther forward. If I can just show you that. It's I don't know why, but it's just, you know, it's just the way it is. I guess he wanted to kind of make it look more natural. So like when he comes, you know, from this area, which look at that, it feels like we're right in Stampy's world right here. Come over here and without the tree, it's kind of naked and all that weird rocks is not so good. But here it is. You just whoop, go right through and la 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 la. Here's my thing. Oh, by the way, I need a torch right here. God, it's like trying to watch somebody with 88 HD, isn't it? Okay, we just need a torch there to keep some light going. Okay, all right. This is looking good over here. We're gonna put water over there. That's okay. We'll get there. Okay, now this part that I'm gonna do over here. It's not really all that critical yet because we're gonna eventually do more with it. But we'll do what we know it's right at this point. And I've already gotten this part right. This is 2 wide here of grass, and there's 4 blocks, and it just comes straight out 2 blocks wide, all the way out, and it comes out a total of 22, I think. I think I already got this locked down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yep. So it's 20 from the door. Just put a path out here, 22 long, and you want to put a 1 block next to it all the way up to here. There's a 3x3 added on, so that should be lined up right here like that, and then you just throw some flowers on there. Now here we do want to put let's see now. We want this to actually go. Oh, okay. Oh, this should go actually 1 more, it looks like. And then this should be 2 here, and then 4 here. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, like that. That'll just kind of. That's basically that. And then this is. One, 2. Oop, I think this one's nope. This one needs 1 more. So it should be 4 here, 2 here, and then 3 here, and then we're just gonna bring that all the way up to the block 22 here, the wood, and just leave that as it is for this very second. Now let's continue on here. Now let's see. We need to work on looking at my paper, looking at the screen. Look at my paper. Look at the screen. Okay. So we need this to come out. I'm going to leave 2 blocks alone. We're going to bring this out 1, 2, 3, and this. Oh no, I'm sorry. Is that right? 1, 2. This is that area. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total. Yeah. So this should be 5, and then there's already 2 here. We want to bring that out to there, and we can fill in underneath. A little dirt. That's good. And right in the corner here, we're going to have build up 2, and then just put 1 on each corner there. Oh, we kind of lost a little water. That's okay. All right, sorry. We'll fill that in. Let's put that in right there. I love when it like starts really flowing and connecting with each other. Okay, so that's there. So that just kind of sticks up 1 block out of the water and has these 2 little ones next to it. And then there's this. And then this starts. We're going to have to swap this out with some grass. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Replace that with grass. So that's right here. And I apologize. I know you guys are all watching this on tablets and phones mostly. That's what YouTube tells me. So I'm not sure how easy it is to pause while you're building. I suspect you're probably building either on Pocket Edition, or it's easiest, obviously, if you're on my Xbox or PlayStation or something, because you can have like your computer next to you, or your iPad or whatever next to you, and then you can be watching the screen at the same time. That's the way I do it. I prefer it that way. You may not have that option, so you're sitting there trying to figure out, well, how am I supposed to remember that he said 5 blocks here, 1 block here, 1 block here, 1 block here? Well, I apologize. I don't really have a lot of options. I'm not really sure what else to do. Because I have this little map here. Now, you could download it, but it wouldn't make a bit of sense to you. Trust me. It only makes sense to me. So I apologize if this is not the best way to do it, but we're going to do this as best as I can. So anyway, so I got 5 here. That goes in 1, and there should be 6 here. Just to stick out farther. Well, there's only 5 more there, but just right. 6 out there. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. That should be. This is actually going to be water here. And this is going to be. Whoop. Yeah. See, now we're getting to. Whoa. Don't want that water to get near the lava. I think I'm okay. Yeah, it basically is filling in okay. All right. Woo, dodge that bullet. Yeah, there's the lava room, people. Remember that? Oh, that's a tough one. That's a dangerous, dangerous, dangerous place. Okay. So we've got... I apologize. This is really hard to explain here. Step 1, make it look like this. Step 2, move on to the next video. I don't know. This actually comes up here and kind of starts heading that way into some area that I just do not have at this point. I'm gonna fill this in with a little water. So I'm kind of building like right up to about this point, and that's really it. So we've just got a little bit. We just got to fill in this part here. That being said, let's do it. So now I can take this one, bring it out here. So this should be too high right there. Okay, so this needs to come out. This is 3 there. Needs to come out 3 more here. And then 1 more. And then fill that in like that. So it's going to be, so this is the one that's 10, comes all the way out here. It goes over 4, then down 1, 2, 3, over 1, 1, 2, 3, over 1, and then 2 wide so that it matches up with this, because we're about to put some steps here in just a second. Speaking of which, let's just throw some dirt down here so we have something to put them on. The steps, oh, and this is too close. I just kind of randomly just put this here. Let's get this out of the way too. This should be... Let's just chop away a bunch of this. Bit random. We'll fix this in just a second. Okay, so over here, this stuff was getting in the way for me putting down the wood here. Okay, so there needs to be one, block of oak here at the end of these, not at the end, but after it. Then put some steps down. And then we want to put one more block and then another set of steps like that. I'm going to fill this in with grass because this needs to be too wide here. It's actually going to go over one more. And down one. Then over one more again. Okay. I think this is just built up a little bit too high. This row here looks okay, but I'm just going to get rid of this extra bit over here, which seems to be a little superfluous, which right now we're into the area which we don't really care about yet. I'm just going to turn around. This actually will come out. And this whole area we're just going to kind of end it over here for now. But, you know, at least we've kind of got a start on what it's going to look like. Alright, what have oops. What do oh, my apologies. Okay, I filled in a little bit too much over here. This should be, that's 2, and then I'm going to just release some of this here dirt. So it should be 4 blocks here right next to this here wood. Then it just kind of zigzags over. You know, one block, and then, so we've got these 2 sort of, you know, this little ledge, and then it's going to step down one more time to here. And you'll see we're bumping right up against the lava room. Now imagine if we didn't have this cobblestone here, and we're about to put some some wood right on this, and if that cobblestone wasn't there, and if we just let this float above the lava, it would catch fire. That's bad. Fire bad. Speaking of fire, put a torch on each of those. We need some red. We need some yellow flowers too, by the way. Where are my yellow flowers? And it's just right in there. They just go all the way along. Now the flowers are helpful because when I watch his videos, they help me count how many blocks things are long, which is why I know where these blocks are supposed to go. Now for right now, look at this. But if you kind of look, well, let's see. If you kind of look this way, it looks a lot like Stampy's Lovely World. Although we're gonna have to get rid of this cobblestone and change this out for dirt. Be careful not to point down here when you put the dirt in. You don't want to get rid of the lava. And this is okay. This is safe. There's no wood around that vicinity. So, oh, also there's a little birch tree. Birch. That should go right. Where's my? Oh, I used to have some bone meal. There we go. I'll do. It goes right along this edge here on the 7th block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right on the edge, and just give it some magic. And it's, you know, you can try to make it look better, a little taller. I don't know if his is a little bit taller, but that is one. That is where one goes. Then of course you're gonna have this ginormous birch tree right here, which is gonna be Mittens' house. Okay. Well, I think that's it for now. We're gonna let's go through and just eliminate these blocks, put some water in, make it seem a little better. I haven't touched this over here yet. I know we haven't really messed with this yet, and we still don't have a doorbell in the house. But we'll put that on there eventually when we can. Maybe I'll do a video and we'll put in the wishing well. We'll do a little bit of landscaping over here and put in the doorbell. I think that could be a good video in the future. But everybody is clamoring and begging me to build a music tower, and that is exactly what we're going to do next. We're going to ignore the missing guest room and any other kind of little things, and we're going to do the music tower next. And that's going to take 2 videos, because that took me about an hour to test build yesterday, so I think it's going to have to be 2 videos. I know you probably don't care if I make a really long video. You'd probably rather just get it all and not have to watch another video. But unfortunately, one of the reasons I have to divide them up small is because otherwise it takes forever to render these things on my computer, and it takes even longer to, well, not longer, but it takes more time to upload them. So look at this, we got a little water happening. Oh, look at it just filling itself. That's nice. Oh, wow, wow, okay. I didn't really have to fill in anything more. Look at this. Look at this, folks. We got some real live stampiness going on here. This is looking pretty good. Okay, that's it for this video. That is, I'm sorry to say, probably the most boring video I'm going to do. Or maybe I'm glad that's the most boring video. Oh, that's a terrible view. Look at this. Let's turn around. Ah, that's lovely. Okay, well, this is Darman68. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.